Philip James "Phil" Mitchell is the adopted father of Dennis Rickman Jr. and the son of Eric and Peggy Mitchell. He is the brother of Grant and Sam Mitchell, Ben, Louise, and Raymond, and the brother of Grant and Sam Mitchell. While he never intended to murder the car lot vagabond, Frank Butcher hired him to fire the property as part of an insurance claim. Phil finally gave up and set fire to the auto lot, not expecting a vagrant to be sleeping in one of the vehicles. However, Phil and Frank were bereft of hope. Kathleen "Kat" Slater, formerly Moon, is the ex-wife of Alfie Moon and the daughter of Charlie and Viv Slater. She is the sister of Lynn, Belinda, and Mo and the mother to Zoe, Luke, Tommy, Bert, and Ernie. Kat and her family, including her father Charlie, sisters Lynn, little Mo, Zoe, and grandmother Mo Harris, arrive at Walford on September 18, 2000. Kat had a brief romance with Steve Owen, much to his fiancée Mel Healy's chagrin. She gets a job as a barmaid at the Queen Victoria Public House, where she becomes an instant success with the patrons. Kat, fiercely protective of her sisters, begins a quarrel with little Mo's violent husband, Trevor Morgan, despite having a romance with Lynn's lover Gary Hobbs. Kat is frequently overprotective of Zoe, to Zoe's chagrin. In future episodes of EastEnders, Phil Mitchell will make a surprising choice concerning his son Raymond, which will leave Kat Slater speechless. Phil eventually decides to be a part of Raymond's life in scenes that will broadcast next week. When he spots Raymond and Denise Fox at the cafe, he invites them to the cab company and laundrette's grand opening. Denise dismisses the proposal, making Phil enraged. Meanwhile, Kat conducts a cabbie interview with Mitch Baker, who is hired. Phil later reveals to a startled Kat that he wants to inform Raymond that he is his father when he has calmed down. She gives him some advice, knowing that the action could backfire. Kat tries to persuade Phil to see sense and play the long game to improve his hand with Denise and Raymond, telling him that Denise may prevent him from seeing Raymond at all. Denise had always been apprehensive about Raymond and Phil dating, even promising never to see her son again to keep him away from Phil. "I don't care what it costs me, I don't care if I never get to see him for the rest of my life. But Phil Mitchell will never come anywhere near my child," Denise said to Jack Branning after Raymond's adoptive parents were killed in a car accident last year.